just keep them satisfied.
What's up guys, it's Charlotte here and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be filming a how I edit my Instagram photos. Well, I don't know why I just turned that into a song. Anyway, a lot of you guys have been requesting a how I edit my Instagram photos, so I'm going to be filming that for you guys because I've actually stepped up my Instagram game a bit lately. Like I have been, okay, stop. I love Instagram. Like I love Instagram. If you want to follow my Instagram, if you haven't already, because I don't know what you're doing if you haven't, Miss Charlotte Beauty 1 is my Instagram name. So this is my Instagram currently at the very moment in time. I don't really know how my theme's going. It's kind of just like, I don't know. It's like kind of like black. I kind of like incorporate black and I don't know. I've changed the temperatures quite a lot. Like I used to be more, this was back when I just really didn't have a theme. Like let's just go all the way back. Like we're scrolling pretty far right now. So this was when I was like really on top of my theme back in, I'm just gonna click on a non-embarrassing, 2016. So I had a really cool like white theme and then I kind of brought in a bit of blue because I went away and I still had a good white theme, and then I was like summer colored theme, let's do that. So I did that. Then this time last year, I think, yep, about like March last year, I started kind of bringing out the whites in my theme. Then I was like, let's go blacks, like get it dark. The start of this year, which is when I was like, Insta, here we go, like I'm gonna start doing this properly. So I don't really know what this theme is. It's kind of just like greeny, and then I was like white, and now I'm just kind of like, this was kind of like earthy tones. And now this is my theme. So that was way too long. I just spent way too long talking about that. Okay, so this is my feed right now. We're gonna go into my apps. So I have a folder called Make Me Pretty. It's just a joke. And I have 2 pages of apps. The app I use the most is VSCO Cam, which I use to like schedule my photos. I'll show you that in a second. And Lightroom. Okay, so let's get that screen record on. All right. If the photo's a little dark, I'll go onto Lightroom. Now Lightroom is really good for editing. I love it. I've imported my photo, and usually what I'll do first is I'll just go down to light and then I'll wait for the auto to load, and then I'll click auto and see what it does to the photo. And usually I don't really like it because right now it looks like super orangey. So I'll just like play around with it and see what happens. See, I like the shadows. So they brought up the shadows too far, so I'm just gonna put them back down to normal. Usually they add color, and I don't like color on my photos really that much, so I'll just bring back the saturation and the vibrance. So that's like, okay, I like that. So I'm gonna save that and I'll export. I'll save that. I will use Facetune if I want to edit anything out of a photo. Like if you have a pimple, I'll just blur that or anything. But this photo is fine. Like I like the way this one looks, so I'm not gonna do any editing on this. So then I'll go into VSCO, which is my favorite. When I'm in VSCO, I'm just gonna import that one I edited in Lightroom. We're gonna do this one first. So my all-time favorite filter is A5. I love A5. It's like my favorite one. It's my go-to. I use it on all my photos. So I'm just gonna pop A5 on this photo, and I'll bring it down to about 7.5, I think. Perfect. Then I love sharpening my photos. I always sharpen my photos, so I will sharpen it up, especially because there's so much happening in this photo, it can get a bit blurry, so I'll just sharpen it to about a 3. Then I will play with the temperature. So I can never decide if I want to go up or down with my temperature. So with this photo, I think it looks better down, but you can put it up. I think I'm gonna pop it down to -5, and then I'll add grain, which is the secret to making your photos look that like grainy. So you pop some grain on, and because this photo is a far away photo, grain won't necessarily do very much, so I'll only pop that up to like 2.5. And that is the photo before, after, before, after. So yeah, that's that one. Then with this photo, I love this photo. So for the sunflower photo, I actually did edit this one in Lightroom as well. As you can see, I'll just do before and after. it just looks like a lot warmer. My hair looks a little bit lighter because I've brought up the shadows a lot because I feel like it was looking a little bit dark. Yeah, that's all that, and that's before, that's after. So straight off we're going with A5. I love A5, as you can see. That's already just enhanced every aspect of the photo. I love it. So I'm gonna bring that one down because I feel like when you have a full intense filter it can kind of get a bit fake. Like that's 0 and that's 12. I think I'm gonna bring it down to about an 8. I like the way that looks. That's before and after the filter. And also with A5 it brings a bit of more cool aspect to the photo. Then I'm gonna go to sharpen. I'll just sharpen it a bit. I'll do it to, but sharpening to 10 is so intense. I'll do it to 2. Then I'll go to, see with this photo I'm unsure if I want to make it warmer or cooler, because cooler it looks good, but warmer it just looks so summery. I don't know what I want to do. I originally enhanced it and made the photo warmer, but I'm kind of thinking now that I want to make it cooler. You know what, I love a good warm photo, so we're going to make it warmer. I'm going to increase that by 2, which is not very much. And then I'm going to add grain because I feel like grain will just like add to this photo so much. So for grain, I'm going to go 3.5. So this is the before of the photo and this is the after. With my 17 photo, I will show you the before and after on Lightroom. I just wanted it a lot brighter because I wanted it that like whole like dreamy Instagram bright, like the whites pop out and stuff. So this one has a bit of an orange tinge because the balloons are rose gold and pink, and I don't know, just did that. And for this one, I literally just clicked auto. I'm not gonna go through and edit it again, but I'll show you guys. I put the exposure up, contrast down just to bring it like the darkness down. Highlights I increased because I wanted it to be brighter than it was and I didn't want to up the exposure, so just the highlights. I increased the shadows, which as you can see, did a lot. It just made everything a lot more white. And then the whites I brought up and then the blacks I brought down. And then the color, I had that Vibrance 5 and Saturation 3. So then I'll pop that into VSCO. So what I did for this one is I put A5 up by 8.8. I increased the sharpness by 1.6. I actually negative the temperature 0.5 because I wanted it to be a little more cool because like the rose gold and the balloons. And I increased the grain by 3.1. And that is the before. And that is the after photo. Special effects, I'll go to Facetune, and then you go to filters, and then you go to lenses. Now this effect is to get that kind of distorted effect. So there you go. This is, you click chromatic. That was distorted, that's not distorted. You click chromatic and it just like makes the photo like 3D kind of. I love the way that looks. I think it looks so cool. So if I do any special effects, that is what I'll do. Other than that, I don't use any other of these apps. Actually, I use Glitch sometimes. Glitch is an app that you literally can just, let me get a photo up. Let me get this one up. You can just like, it's scan, you can do that. Channels, you can like do that. Screen, you can kind of just like 3D it. Glitch is like, you can full glitch it out, but like I don't use that. So yes, that is how I edit my Instagram photos. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you hit up my Insta if you want to see any of my posts. I post heaps on Instagram and I'm super active on there. So it's just Michelle Beauty One. And yes, if any of you guys use my tips, please let me know. I don't really do anything special. I just kind of like go with the flow. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see all your beautiful faces in my next video. Love you. Bye guys.